Hey there, fellow fans of all things superhero. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into the latest twists and turns from the gripping world of Invincible. With Season 2, Part 2 now concluded, we've got plenty to unpack. So let's buckle up and soar into the action-packed realm of Mark Grayson, aka Invincible. Before we dive into the action-packed finale, let's take a moment to set the stage. As Season 2 of Invincible unfolds, we see Mark Grayson grappling with his dual identities as both a superhero and a high school student. Balancing his responsibilities to his family, friends, and the world at large becomes increasingly challenging as new threats emerge and old wounds resurface. Against this backdrop of turmoil and uncertainty, Mark must confront his own fears and insecurities, all while striving to uphold the legacy of his father, Omni-Man. The rise of Angstrom Levy. Enter Angstrom Levy, a formidable adversary with a vendetta against Mark Grayson. In an attempt to heal his broken multiverse, Angstrom undergoes a risky procedure that leaves him disfigured and consumed by hatred. Blaming Mark for his misfortune, Angstrom sets out on a path of revenge, determined to make Mark pay for what he perceives as his sins. Thus begins a deadly game of cat and mouse, as Mark finds himself thrust into a confrontation with an enemy unlike any he's faced before. The battle begins. As tensions reach a boiling point, Mark finds himself face to face with Angstrom, who holds his family hostage. In a desperate bid to prove his innocence, Mark must confront the darkest aspects of his own nature, while battling against an enemy who will stop at nothing to see him fall. The ensuing clash of titans is nothing short of epic, as Mark and Angstrom unleash their full powers in a battle that shakes the very foundations of reality itself. Consequences and reflection. In the aftermath of the battle, Mark is left to grapple with the consequences of his actions. Though he emerges victorious, the toll of the fight weighs heavily on his conscience, forcing him to confront the harsh realities of his chosen path. As he surveys the wreckage around him and sees the pain etched on the faces of his loved ones, Mark begins to question the cost of his heroism and whether the sacrifices he's made are truly worth it. The road ahead. As the dust settles and Mark looks to the future, he knows that the journey ahead will be fraught with challenges and uncertainty. But amidst the chaos and turmoil, there is also hope for redemption, for forgiveness, and for a brighter tomorrow. With his friends and allies by his side, Mark sets out to rebuild what was lost and forge a new path forward as Invincible. And though the road ahead may be long and difficult, one thing is certain. As long as there are heroes like Mark Grayson, the world will always have a champion to stand up for what's right. The weight of responsibility. Alright, let's set the stage. Mark is feeling the weight of the world on his shoulders. With the looming threat of the Viltrumite Empire, he's contemplating quitting school to focus solely on becoming a stronger hero. And let's be real, it's not an easy decision. We see Debbie's concern, and even though she's not thrilled about Mark taking on more dangerous missions with Cecil and the Global Defense Agency, she understands the gravity of the situation. But this isn't just about physical strength. It's about the mental toll it's taking on Mark. Lingering trauma. Now, let's talk about something that's been haunting Mark since Season 1, the trauma from witnessing his father's heinous act. It's like a shadow that follows him everywhere he goes. Cecil tries to rationalize it, telling Mark that sometimes heroes have to make tough choices. But Mark can't shake the fear that if he goes down that path, he could become just like Omni-Man. It's a constant battle between his sense of duty and the fear of succumbing to darkness. Cecil's humanity. Surprisingly, Cecil shows a more human side in Season 2. Usually, he's all about strategy and using whoever he can to achieve his goals. But now, he's stepping into a father figure role, recognizing the fragility of Mark's mind amidst his physical prowess. It's a refreshing change to see Cecil empathize with Mark's struggle, understanding that healing the mind is just as crucial as healing the body. Embracing the darkness. As Mark grapples with his inner demons, he's faced with a pivotal question: can he control his rage, or will it consume him? This internal conflict is what makes Invincible so compelling. We're not just rooting for Mark to defeat the bad guys. We're rooting for him to conquer his own darkness and emerge stronger than ever. But the journey is far from easy, and Season 2 is sure to put Mark through the ringer. Cecil's dilemma. Let's talk about Cecil's dilemma. On one hand, he's tasked with protecting the planet, which sometimes means making morally gray decisions. But on the other hand, he sees Mark struggling with his own morality, and it hits home for Cecil. He's not just a strategist anymore. He's a mentor, trying to guide Mark through the treacherous waters of heroism without losing his humanity in the process. It's a delicate balance that Cecil must navigate as he grapples with the consequences of his actions. Mark's evolution. Despite the challenges he faces, Mark is evolving as a hero. He's learning to harness his powers, both physical and mental, in ways he never thought possible. And with each trial he faces, he grows stronger, more resilient. Sure, there are setbacks along the way, but that's all part of the journey. Mark is on the path to becoming the hero he was always meant to be, and we can't wait to see where Season 2 takes him. The impact on relationships. Let's not forget about the impact all of this is having on Mark's relationships. His bond with Debbie is stronger than ever. But there's also tension as she struggles to come to terms with Mark's dangerous new lifestyle. And then there's Amber, who's still in the dark about Mark's double life as Invincible. How long can he keep up the facade before it all comes crashing down? These relationships add depth and complexity to the storyline, making us even more invested in Mark's journey. The rise of new threats. As if Mark didn't have enough on his plate, Season 2 introduces a whole new set of threats to keep him on his toes. From rogue villains to mysterious organizations, there's no shortage of challenges for our young hero to face. But with each new adversary comes an opportunity for growth, and Mark is more than up for the challenge. After all, he's invincible for a reason. Reflections on the bridge. As Mark takes to the skies to clear his head after the recent chaos, he finds solace in the familiar embrace of Adam and Eve. Their encounter on the bridge is not just a meeting of two superheroes, but a poignant moment of vulnerability and connection. Amidst the chaos of their lives, they find a brief respite, their hands almost touching as they grapple with the unspoken tension between them, the weight of alternate realities. In a shocking revelation, Mark discovers the existence of an alternate reality where he and Eve were deeply in love. This revelation sends shockwaves through his already tumultuous love life, leaving him questioning the nature of destiny and soulmates. Could Eve be the one he's been searching for all along? The uncertainty hangs heavy in the air as Mark grapples with the implications of this newfound knowledge, dancing on the edge of desire. Despite the undeniable chemistry between them, Mark hesitates to act on his feelings for Eve. Theirs is a delicate dance of denial and longing, each step fraught with the fear of complicating their friendship. Mark's reluctance to rush into romance adds a layer of complexity to their dynamic, showcasing a maturity beyond his years as he navigates the tangled web of emotions, the burden of heroism. As Mark continues to juggle the demands of his superhero career with the complexities of his personal life, he leans on Eve for support. Their friendship becomes a source of strength amidst the chaos, a reminder that even the mightiest heroes need someone to lean on. But as the stakes continue to rise, Mark finds himself torn between duty and desire, grappling with the weight of his choices, a journey into the unknown. As Invincible Season 2 unfolds, the tantalizing hints of romance between Mark and Eve promise to add a new layer of depth to their evolving relationship. Will they succumb to the pull of fate and embrace their feelings for each other? Or will external forces conspire to keep them apart? The answers remain shrouded in mystery, waiting to be unveiled in the episodes to come. As the curtain rises on Season 2, we find ourselves amidst the aftermath of a cosmic clash. Seth Rogen's Alan the Alien finds himself ensnared by the merciless Viltrumites, his cunning mind already formulating a daring escape plan. But little does he know, fate has a surprise in store as he's thrown into a cell adjacent to none other than Nolan, the infamous Omni-Man. It's a chance encounter that sets the stage for an alliance of unparalleled proportions. The alliance forms. With Alan's intellect and Nolan's raw power, the duo begins to forge a bond forged in the fires of adversity. Together, they concoct a plan to break free from their Viltrumite captors and rally the forces of the coalition of planets against the tyrannical regime. But as they delve deeper into their scheme, cracks begin to form in Nolan's resolve, his mind haunted by memories of his past deeds and the loved ones he's left behind. Overcoming the odds. As our heroes navigate the treacherous labyrinth of their prison, they find themselves faced with formidable adversaries at every turn. Elite Viltrumite guards, led by the cunning General Craig, stand ready to crush any resistance. With Nolan's focus waning and Alan's impatience growing, the odds seem stacked against them. But true heroes never back down from a challenge, and our dynamic duo is no exception. Finding humor in darkness. Amidst the chaos and uncertainty, Alan and Omni-Man find moments of levity amidst the darkness. Their banter, tinged with humor and camaraderie, serves as a beacon of hope amidst the storm. As they navigate the complexities of their mission, they discover that laughter can be the greatest weapon of all, a reminder that even in the face of overwhelming odds, there is always room for joy. The future of the cosmos. As our journey draws to a close, the fate of the cosmos hangs in the balance. Will Omni-Man and Alan succeed in their quest for redemption? Will Nolan find solace amidst the chaos, or will his past sins continue to haunt him? The answers lie ahead in the upcoming chapters of Invincible Season 2, promising twists, turns, and revelations beyond imagination. As we wrap up this deep dive into Invincible Season 2 Part 2, I want to thank you all for joining me on this journey. It's been an absolute thrill dissecting the highs and lows of Mark Grayson's epic saga, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for our favorite superhero. If you've enjoyed this breakdown and want more updates on all things Invincible, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Until next time, stay invincible, my friends.